So one interesting thing about the Aam Aadmi Party is that it seems to be a very urban phenomenon. So it's mostly English-speaking people, and they appeal to everybody in every part of the country. So their messages have been driven home to the middle class, who are more inclined to speak English than the local small party which speak Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Bengali, whatever. So is this going to continue like that? Are you aiming at the slightly educated?
You will soon find candidates who are contesting, say, in rural areas and others who are not exactly, as you define, the elite English-speaking people.
Okay.
There are people who are very staunch, who even talk about Tamil nationalism. Aam Aadmi Party has a unique way of working. We have people of all kinds of political ideologies. We have extreme right-wing Hindu chauvinists who have joined the party and slowly have been mellowed down over the months. And we are having people who say that we are against Indian nationalism. We are in for Tamil nationalism. So we have all kinds.
So you accommodate everybody.
We accommodate everybody, and then the party has a culture by which people get either moderated, or if they feel uncomfortable, they move.
They move and leave away. One common problem which every party faces, or our perception of politicians are affected by the way that they go around making money. This is what we hear everywhere. That's what your movement against corruption is all about. But when you don't have a card-based party where everybody's got their ranks and their paid salaries, and how do you think that people will not put their hand in the till and rob some money because they don't have a salary?
That's the biggest.
So what stops? How will it be different with you guys? Will it not happen to you also?
Yeah, it is bound to happen. People will try, and it will happen. In some places, we will find it out, and as we find out, the beauty about Aam Aadmi Party is we are ready to accept mistakes. We correct ourselves. We change, and we are willing to.
So there's no first family to defend until death. So whoever's bad, you just
and there is no red book of Mao that we should follow. And
yeah. So you have nothing. Your single guiding principle seems to be, if it's good for the country, it's good for us.
Yeah, and it can differ also from one state to another. If a set of people in one state want a certain ideology.
So now you guys are going even more radical than the Panchayati movement. That Panchayat again is an elected body, as you say, within the village. Yeah. Now you say to hell with that also. We'll just get everybody to sit in front and show of hands.
It's nothing new that we say. It is very well written in the Constitution that the Gram Sabha is the final deciding authority on certain issues for the local people.
Okay.
And Gram Sabha is supposed to meet once in 4 years, but on paper.
Where does Gram Sabha? I've never come across this term. It's there in the Constitution.
The Gram Sabha is the decision.
Is that the smallest unit in the country?
Is the smallest unit, but what happens is it becomes just a formality. The elected representatives take some signatures and say that we had a meeting and Gram Sabha and we decided.
Okay.
So now the Gram Sabha is there. Now we will make it stronger. Institution of Gram Sabha and institution of what they call Mohalla Sabhas, because they need a different name for the cities. It's all the same.
Yeah. It's like whether you speak in Hindi or you use
So the idea is to give maximum powers to the people on issues.
But won't this lead to a lot of noise?
Yes, there will be a lot of noise. There will be a lot of border conflicts because one village decision may affect the next village, and that will
correct. So you anticipate a lot of fun and games in the month?
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be real participative democracy. We are going to learn a lot. We are going to change, and we are going to improve.
Yeah, and unlike China, which also has a communist-based system, where it's supposed to be a common consensus-based, but ours will be different because we have never been into that violent.
I've been a part of the Communist Party of India, and I was trained in the ideology also.
Okay.
This is drastically different from what we learned as communists.
So you're glad this came around, this movement came by when you were around also?
I wish it was there earlier in my school days.
It would have replaced. Would this replace the Maoist? Whatever is happening in
I think that there is a very good chance that all these conflict situations like Maoism or Nagaland separatism or Kashmir for that matter, all these issues will get a lot resolved if you talk about Swaraj. Because the main bread and butter kind of problems
that's the issue for everyone, self-governance.
Their needs and their electricity and their
not being addressed.
And that if they are given empower to address it themselves to whatever extent possible by law, then it's going to solve a lot of issues.
So do you think we will actually see an Arvind Kejriwal just get up and walk away when he manages to?
As I was saying, I expect him to do that because this is Aam Aadmi Party is a kind of party when we are not.
I think that will just leave every other party flabbergasted. Because such a thought would have never entered their mind that you can actually walk away from a movement that you started.
One of the things we keep telling our candidates and others, whoever comes into the party, is that we are not here for your power. If you are willing to sacrifice, you come in. And if there are still people who want to be selfish or want to hold on to people, we had a MLA trying to do that in Delhi Assembly recently.
Oh yes, Binny. Yes.
So we will have those kind of.
How come you misjudged him so completely?
It's Binny was the first person to introduce Swaraj.
I see.
So in his he was a municipal councillor and he introduced Swaraj in the municipal council even before Arvind came up with the thing. Okay. And when Arvind saw this, he was very impressed and he thought, here is a man who fits my ideology of Swaraj, and he thought he
thought it was a natural fit.
And he did well a lot. With Arvind's presence, we conducted more Mohalla Sabhas and we took a lot of decisions for the people.
So what turned him off? Because that's a pointer to happen to anybody.
I don't know. I can only guess. My personal view is that he must have been tempted into being a politician.
Okay, so he just went the usual way.
The usual way.
All right. So, Gunasekar sir, lovely having you. Thank you for coming across, and let's hope that you will make a difference in our home state, Tamil Nadu, also, not just watch people waving flags in Delhi. Thanks for coming.
Welcome.